All right, everyone. So I'm going to start exactly where we stopped last time. How do we have better observation? We said we need to answer three questions about each image. What do you see? What people can see from the image? What is going on in the image? And what is the need from the image? We did different example from this image and this image. So in this image, we can see I can see a woman that holding different dishes and she's in a hurry according to her facial expressions, and she need to deliver the food, okay, very quickly. In this image we can see like someone is boarding. He's been like waiting for a long time in the airport and he's doing some work. And we have some other images. I will give you the images so you can answer these three questions. Important rules, we need to have them anytime we need to do an interview. So ask for examples, open-ended questions which mean questions that have to have descriptions for the answer. If someone say I think or say a belief or seems prefer one thing or another, then the conversation is not over. You need to build to have more question about this question. Only 10 words per question. No binary question, which means no yes or no questions. And capture the interview if it is accepted. So you need to ask the other part of the interview if you can record the interview or not, okay? We might do some interview activities, but not at the moment. So now for this lecture, this is a new lecture for this semester, generating insight and reframing, okay? Let's have a quick review about design thinking process. So we said understanding and observing, we use them to create empathy, okay? Empathy means creating some sort of feeling or breaking the ice between two sides. Okay, two sides are the ones that need to fix the problem and the ones that have the problem. Okay, once we create an empathy, we need to define the main problem. When we define the main problem, we start brainstorming possible solution. Okay, then finally we end up with prototyping and testing the prototype. Okay, I'm going over the design thinking process again and again because we're going to use it a lot in this in these two chapters. Okay, and in every problem you can use design thinking process almost for any problem. Okay, so this is very important note. You can use design thinking process almost for any problem you're facing, okay? For quizzes, for example, for exams, personal problems, and etc. Okay? So keep it in your mind and make the best use of it. Now let's move on. So an empathy is more likely giving confidence or creating confidence, creating a sort of confidence between two sides. Okay? The ones that have the problem and the one that need to fix the problem. Okay, once you create a confidence between you and the other side, it will be much easier to understand, to better understand the problem, thus you can come up with a better solution. You see, everything is related. Once you create an empathy, now you can better understand the problem, then you can come up with a better solution for the problem. Now we have case study about Erica and John. Erica and John. So what the case study says, each Erica and John want to fix a truck. Now, what's the main problem here, or the main issue, or the main argument? The main argument here is, can Erica, female, actually fix the truck? In other words, can a female do the job of male? Okay, that's what we need to, this is a case study of this lecture. We will be going later on something called the empathy map. We need to learn how to create an empathy map and implement the case, what we have in this case study. Okay, let's take a look about this cycle. This cycle starts from here. So from insight to concept to solution to empathy, or from empathy to insight, concept, finally solution. So first step is creating an empathy, then building an insight. Insight, it's like what we can see. Concepts are where we can build the solutions. Solutions are the final step of like testing the prototype or testing the solution, testing the concept. Okay, so let's go and meet Erica. Why Erica wants to fix trucks? She wants to fix trucks or drive a truck because she wants to feel empowered. Okay, she wants to have more power. She wants to be same as anyone else. She need to look, she doesn't want to look dumb or sound dumb, which means she can be able to do things like anyone else can. To trust her mechanic skills, to be independent, of course, to be able to learn. Okay, that's what Erica wants from fixing or driving trucks. Okay, so this will look a bit different related to John, because John is actually a male and this is a male job. So John need to tackle the problem, so to be trusted, of course, build relationship with customers, to service knowledgeable clientele. Okay, so that's basically what any man mechanic will do. Okay, now we're going to focus a lot about men and women in this study, because the study is a difference between women and female and male. Okay, so once we create an empathy about first step is to create an empathy. So why Erica want to do this and why John is doing this? Creating an insight now to see, for example, how many women are in the field of mechanic. Is it like widely accepted or no? Where it is accepted, okay? And then you can go to the concept from inside, then finally to come up with a solution, okay? Now let's take a look about the empathy map. Empathy map is basically about four things. So what people say, what people think, what people do, and what people will feel. Let's take into consideration Erica. So here, Erica, Erica, the female mechanic. Okay, so what people will say about going to a female mechanic instead of male? Would they trust her or not? What they will think about her? Does she have like enough knowledge? Is she capable of fixing trucks or not? And what people will do? Would they choose to go to Erica or not, or John? And how they will feel about it? Okay, some people will accept this, some people will not. Okay, these questions you will have to answer them by yourself on the. So the worksheet is basically only about the empathy map. Okay, so you need to create an empathy map for each, John and Erica. So first, Erica, uh, think of it as you have a car and you have problem in your car and you need to fix it. Would you choose to go to Erica or John? In other words, would you choose to go to female mechanic or go to male mechanic? Okay, so what do you think people will say about it? How people will think about it? How what people will do and how they will feel about it? Okay, same for John. You need to give for each to fill in the boxes. So generating an opportunity. So based on your empathy map and insight, generate statement of Erica and John. So Erica or John needs a way to, that means they have a need. Okay, so they need a way to fix a car, which means they need to think about the possibilities. What are the possibilities to fix the car? So if we're talking about like thinking, it's an insight. In the insight, you don't have an actual solution. The needs reflect to an insight. And we cannot have them without interview. We will not be doing any interview now at the moment. So just we will be learning in general what we should do. Now the how might we question based on your opportunity statement, convert it to how might we question. How might we help Erica or John to fix the car? Okay, so okay, I have better. How might we help John or Erica to find the best solution for the broken truck? Okay, so this is it. That's about today's lecture. It's not complicated. It's just it's all in this slide. You need to take it into consideration. So empathy, what people say, think, do, or feel. And we already discussed the design thinking process previously. I need you to keep it in your mind. And that's all. Stay safe, everyone, and see you soon.